Hello, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome to the Google Hangout Ultimate Coaching Business Booster webinar. We're just going to wait around for a few minutes and just see who else comes in. We've got about 5 people online at the moment, which is actually quite cool. Last time we had so many people that we just couldn't work through everybody, so this means I can work through as many as possible. If you guys are here, please just add a message. If you go to the chat button at the top, hopefully you'll see the chat button. 2 little speech bubbles. Click on that and post a message to let me know that you are here. That'd be amazing. And I'm just going to wait for a few more people. Just going to wait for a few more people. Six people now online, amazing. We've got Andrew D, we've got Lillian. Oh, I don't know your surname, Lillian. Sorry. We've got Mary Thompson, we've got Jackie Walker, and we have Tracy Wood. Hello to every single one of you. Hello, Lillian. Sorry, Lillian, I don't know how to pronounce your surname. Ogbogo. Is that right? Hopefully. Tracy, I appreciate you're here to learn and that you don't want a live-to-live session, a one-to-one session. We did that this afternoon as one of my clients, which was an amazing session. So, guys, just for those of you that are listening in, the process it's really simple. I love this process. It's me and you on a one-on-one, and me and you on us guys in chat. So whoever wants to go first, you let me know, and if you could let me know in chat, and I just chat to you on a one-on-one. I look at your Facebook or your website or whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're working through, and I give you as many answers as I possibly can. I help you with my skills and knowledge, my 8 years experience in marketing, and we really focus on you. And guys, everybody else in the chat, please, we will be coming to you. Feel free to add your wisdom, your knowledge. We will ask the person that's kind of sitting in the hot seat to let us know their web address so that we can then everybody look at it and we can throw in some advice. This really is like a mastermind class where we get together and we really learn from one another and give amazing wisdom and value to whoever is in the hot seat. But if you're listening and you're in the chat, and you're listening to somebody in the hot seat, please be taking notes because all of this will be relevant to you guys. Hello, Fiona. Welcome. Tracy, welcome. Lillian, welcome. I love this. This is my favorite time. Robin's here too, and I think Paula may be on her way. Paula's just left me a message. Yeah, Paula's just getting in as well. So I just responded to her. So yes, this is the Ultimate Coaching Business Booster session. It went really well last time, and I love working with you guys. So firstly, there is a chat button. Can you see the chat button at the top, which is 2 speech bubbles? Hi, Andrew. I'm glad you can see. I have my glasses on today instead of my contacts because my eyes are sore. Guys, if you can, if you're, let me know who would like to come on first. Who would like to be live in the hot seat first? It'd be amazing if one of you. Sorry, Lillian, put your hands up and did that. It just let me know in the chat. We've got to have somebody, guys. Whatever marketing questions you have, whether it's your website, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, whether it's building a relationship with clients as opposed to selling products, whatever the question is. Mary, I hear that you just want to sit in and listen because your website's down. That's all good. Due to you getting a new host, I totally appreciate that too. every now and then. Evie will come in and say hello. This is Evie, my beautiful, gorgeous dog. So I'm just waiting 2 minutes. Awesome, Jackie. Glad the button's working. Fiona, is that you putting your hands up? Are you going to be on first, Fiona? Let's see what Fiona says to that. We've got 9 people on board. Hello again, Andrew. Hello, Marie Morgan, Fiona Lindsay, Lillian. I can't pronounce your surname, sorry. Mary Thompson, Robin, Jackie, Tracy, amazing. Some great people on board today. Oh, Andrew has just one question. Just one, really? All right, mate, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna Andrew, I am gonna have Fiona come on first, and then bring you on board, Andrew, if that's cool. I'd love to chat to you in this environment too, if you're cool with that. 10 people now. Who is the other person? Marie, John Dwyer. Hello, John. Welcome. It's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. You know through the Facebook group that I love giving you as much wisdom, as much experience and knowledge as I possibly can. Fiona says her website needs a lot of work and is currently unfinished, so I'm up for any and all feedback. Cool. So why don't we all descend on Fiona? I just want to kick off with the poll as well, actually. This is coming from the Facebook group today, and the conversation we've had about what you charge people and whether you're comfortable with that, and sort of questions around that. So I've just chucked up a poll, which is live, which is, do you feel that you confidently know what to charge your clients? If you click on the button at the top next to the 2 speech bubbles, the one that's got the little graph that's a poll button, and please, I would love to know your answer to this question, because I really want to sort this out. This is a problem that I had at the very beginning of my career, charging clients at a coaching level. How much can I charge? Am I worthy of that amount? What if the client doesn't think I'm worthy of that amount? So, it'd be great to hear your thoughts too. If anybody has any further thoughts on that, then we can talk about that today as well. I really want to work with you guys on that. So, Fiona, I am gonna bring you on board. Fiona, I'm going to try and bring you. Okay, I'm hitting the camera button, Fiona, so hopefully any minute now Fiona will come into play. Let's see how that poll's doing. So that's really cool. So two people have said that they do know, they feel confident with regards to what to charge clients. Amazing. And 2 people don't. 50-50 split. That's really interesting. If you haven't responded to that, there's 9 people here so far. So just post the button, let me know whether it's a yes or no. It's really helpful for me to know that. I want to know how I can really help you guys with regards to marketing. Hello, Serena. Amazing, Serena. Australia misses you desperately. I hope you're doing well. So Fiona, hopefully, I'm just trying to find out where Fiona is. Lillian, if you're in the hot seat, does your video have to be on? Yes, kind of, because I need to talk to you directly. Or unless the sound is just on for you, that's really cool as well. That really works. So guys, what happened last time is that it took a while for whatever process to kick in. So I'm also going to get Andrew on board as well. Andrew, I've just kicked the button for you. Our poll currently is that, do you feel that you confidently know what to charge your clients? 3 have said yes, 2 no. They're really interesting results, actually. Do we have a URL for Fiona's site? John, I'm just waiting for Fiona to get back into the system, for her to come up on video. Hopefully that will happen soon. Just waiting for a few more minutes to see if anybody else is joining us before we get started. We have 10 or so people so far, which is amazing. We have John Dwyer, who's amazing. Fiona's coming on now. Marie Morgan, Lillian, Serena, we miss you. Rosemary, Mary, Robin, Jackie, and Tracy. Hello, Fiona. Are you here?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I certainly can. And we also have Andrew as well, who's munching on his breakfast. Cool. Fiona, do you have your video, or are you without video today?
I'm going to select to be without video. I wasn't expecting to be on video, to be honest, and yeah.
Do you mean you haven't got your makeup on?
Really want to see me?
Do you mean you haven't got your makeup on?
No, I'm 7 months pregnant, Mark. So it's not a pretty sight. You'll just have to trust me on that one.
That's all right. You can't look any worse than Andrew. Right, Fiona, let's get started. So please do share with us and everybody. There's 13 people watching now involved in this chat. So what is your website, Fiona? Let's so we can all head over there to start with.
Sure. I'm in the process of combining my blog with my coaching site. So my coaching site is serendipitylifecoaching.com. And my blog is fionajlindsay.com. So just in a combination of putting the two together.
Life coaching, Serendipity Life. Can you also just quickly put it into the chat so people can just click on it? That's cool. And Serena, I'm going to ask you quickly, how long are you around for, Serena? Are you here for the whole thing? Because if so, I might ask you to jump in and bring your expert wisdom as well. So I'll let Serena answer that question in chat. So, Serendipity, if everybody wants to open that website. Awesome. And also Fiona J. Lindsay. Awesome. So explain the process, Fiona. You're combining.
Yes. It's only been live for probably the coaching side has only been live for probably just over a month. Okay. So it's still very much a work in progress. I'm pretty happy with my Alexa ranking, actually. It's been dropping significantly every day. I've been happy with that. Watching my Google Analytics looks okay, but I know that the format of the site is really not where I want it to be. So probably not, SEO is not my thing, and I know that that's something that I need to look at. So, yeah.
So let's have a quick chat. So let me just hold on. So Fiona J. Lindsay, that's your blog that you're combining into the current site. Is that right? Have I got that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm just gonna bring Serena in as well, because while she's here, she might not like me for this, but Serena is amazing in marketing, and while she's here, I'm gonna basically have her give all her wisdom too and see if she'll be up for that. Okay, awesome. So did you design this site yourself, Fiona? Did you get somebody else to do this?
My partner works in IT, but it is a WordPress theme.
Handy.
Very. But he's not a marketing guy. He's just an IT guy, right?
That's cool. And so just give us a little bit about your avatar, your audience.
My specialty lies in assisting other network marketers, but I also dabble in weight loss and wellness, small business, that sort of industry. So, not hard and fast on one, but that's my background and that's my specialty.
Okay, cool. And so, how is the marketing going so far?
Slowly.
Just so we have that full understanding, what is your main sort of marketing kind of tactics at the moment, your strategy?
Yep. I'm probably getting most of my traffic through from Facebook, from my Facebook page. I do use Google AdWords and Bing ads.
Okay.
Doing a bit of stuff on Twitter. Yeah, and I get a bit of traffic from my blog, so that's probably the main things at the moment.
Okay, cool. That's cool. And so what is your, just a few questions, what is your conversion rate like in terms of having people opt in to your lead magnet?
Not where I want it to be.
Okay. So any rough ideas just to help the audience know as well what sort of figures, you know, they might have? Or
now you've asked me a really good question in terms of stats. I to be honest, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I'm just having a quick mental think here. Maybe 1 in 50 visitors, maybe.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just throwing that out there. You've you've thrown me a curveball.
No, that's cool. Okay, so sorry, I'm just playing around with the system. Right, cool. So look, firstly, I know some people have said that Sam said he's had problems getting onto the site. So Sam, if you could explain further, that would be amazingly helpful, just for Fiona's purposes. And also, look, the design's really good. I love the theme that you've used. It's really clear. It's it's really nice. It's easy to sort of navigate. One of the main things for me, straight away, Fiona, is that you have this amazing personality, and I'm so hot on, it's about building relationships. We talk about, in NLP, I don't know if you work in NLP, but about people's representational systems and how they use their visual, their audio, their kinesthetic. And one of the big things for me is about how websites are so so static in terms of just reading. And I know
Yes.
you've got the video at the, I think it's on the contact page, is that right?
The video's in the slider at the top.
Yeah. And are you in that video? I don't want to play it, but are you in that video?
No, that's a pretty basic Animoto video. That's next on my list of things to do, Mark.
Okay, no, that's cool. No, it's a really cool process. I don't know why Serena's not coming in. All right. Okay. Look. So, firstly, look, I really want to encourage you to have that focus of relationship, of building that relationship. So, firstly, your personality to really come through.
Yep.
Firstly, I'd encourage you to have a video on the homepage because you're warm, you're engaging, your audience really wants to connect with you. And so for you to come across in that way will really help people to build that relationship, to convert sales, and it's all based upon that relationship. How does that sound for you?
Yeah, look, it's definitely, as I said, it's definitely high up on my priority list of things to do right now. I was actually going to film it, on my balcony with this lovely backdrop, and I've actually gone to the whole, extent of scripting it out and.
Yep.
The weather's been crap, Mark, so I haven't quite got out there to do it yet. So I know I need to do it. So as I said, it's just a matter of just doing it and posting it. So yeah, no, I definitely take that on board.
No, that's cool. So just very quickly for those that are watching, look, the whole thing is about relationship. Is your website building a relationship with your audience? And Fiona, we're going to continue with you. We've got lots more to talk about. Serena, can I just check? Are you with us?
Yes. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties.
No. Sorry for dragging you in, Serena, but thank you for being here. And as you've got with us for 30 minutes, we totally value your wisdom. So please feel free to leave your mic on so we can hear you, and feel free to chip in. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Once I get the flow of the conversation, I'll if I can contribute anything, I will.
I'm sure you can, and I'm sure you will. Fiona, you've got double the value here.
Thank you, that.
So Fiona, so awesome. So how are you reaching out to your current, your current clients? You've said about Facebook, you said about Bing, and are you doing stuff in your locality? How's that working for you?
I'm actually not. No. when I was specifically weight loss coaching, I did get some good local media, but it was pretty much a one-off. They weren't too interested afterwards. Yeah, I was contacted by the local radio station, and they were really interested to do an interview. For some reason, it just sort of fizzled out. I kept in contact and said I was available, blah blah blah, but it just sort of never really eventuated. Local paper to where I live is not delivered to all homes, and it's got a fairly small circulation, so I kind of took my focus off that a little bit. I found that the editorial that I had in the paper wasn't really bringing me qualified leads and brought me hardly any leads. I wasn't feeling encouraged.
Okay, no, that's cool. So what I want to do is very quickly is work through that process. We're going to very quickly talk about the website and then talk about some offline marketing and kind of some further out online marketing for you. John has just noticed and just commented, which is amazing, which is on your homepage with the on the slider where it goes to the stick in your details bit, your opt-in, your lead magnet, that you can actually get to the submit button.
Thank you for pointing that out. We only just added that in about 2 nights ago, and it got to midnight and we piked. So yeah, that's one of those parts of the website that's in process. So yeah, no, thank you. We want to move the freebies. We're thinking about a pop-up for the freebies, because we know that really it's got to be a box that's top right and in people's faces, because at the bottom it hasn't been doing its job. So again, work in progress.
Yeah, and again, what really works for me is that if you have that opt-in, that lead magnet on very clear on the homepage. There's a great call to action. There's a reason why people want to sign in. And first, and I'm gonna, Serena, I'm gonna jump to you in a minute and ask you for your thoughts. So make sure that you've got your thinking. But on that slider, the big thing for me on the slider, first thing that people see is it doesn't give me enough about who you are and what you do. So I go through this process, Fiona, of where I like to make people aware of the problem that they have. So you're bringing them back into that state of being aware of the problem that they have. You then slightly aggravate the problem, and you do that congruently because you know that you can help them positively with the solution. So it's all about, do you feel X? Have you experienced Y? Does this explain yours? That kind of language, that kind of tone, to really think about them and their situation. So you've got them listening. It said that it's it used to be 7 seconds that to get somebody with your website, and now they say it's actually 4 seconds. So when you look at that Serendipity Life Coaching, the slider, to me that doesn't give enough of what you're about, and I'm kind of gone already.
Yep, got it.
Serena, have you got anything to add there?
Hello.
Hi, Serena.
Hello. Nothing like coaching on the fly.
Serena, sorry. Do you just want to introduce yourself quickly, Serena, so everybody understands who you are and what you do? You're not some random with just...
Well, I am a random because I was actually just going to listen in on this conversation and see what you had to say. But yes, so hi, I'm Serena Starr-Leonard, and I'm a business coach, and I have a passion for web marketing and a passion for blogging as a means to creating income and for selling your products and services and everything else, and creating lifestyle, basically. I guess my main focus is people who want to make their big dreams a reality, and also to create income streams that are a little bit more exciting than a normal job. So yeah, that's what my I guess my area of specialization or expertise is.
And also, Serena, can you, because I appreciate that you haven't got loads of time and you might have to drop off, so can you just mention your recent book for everybody so that you can just disappear when you need to? I'd like to promote that for you.
Thanks. Yeah, I've got a couple of books. One's called How to Retire in 12 Months, which is basically how to create an income from blogging. And my second book is How to Succeed in 12 Months, Creating a Life You Love, which is more general. So not everyone wants to make money online, whereas so the second book is about how to make your big dreams come true. It's kind of a practical step-by-step guide to finding more motivation, time, money, resources, and things to make your dreams a reality.
Awesome, thank you. And just so everybody knows, I will send a link to everybody that's registered, a link directly to Serena's books. Thank you, Serena. If you just want to comment on Fiona's stuff.
Yeah, Fiona, I might have missed it before because I kind of logged myself out by mistake. But how are you getting visitors at the moment? How are people finding your site?
Predominantly from my Facebook page. I do pay-per-click Facebook marketing currently, so that's probably where the majority of my traffic's coming from. I'm also doing Google AdWords, Bing. I'm getting a bit of traffic coming across from my blog. I do a bit of stuff on Twitter, so those are the main methods at the moment.
And what would you say are your conversion rates? Like, how many people are actually becoming clients as a result of that marketing?
It's very, very low. Yeah, Mark sprung that question on me earlier. I don't actually have a statistic, but it's not really anywhere near where I want it to be.
Okay. Like, I find, especially with coaching businesses, and I mean, there's so many schools pumping out coaches that there's a lot of competition. And I find initially for coaches that I often tell coaches that your website is, I guess, a long tail marketing tool. And like, how many clients do you have at the moment compared to how many that you want to have a full calendar?
Yeah, there's a huge disconnect there. How many am I working with? Yeah, crikey, how many am I working with at the moment? 2, I think, at the moment. So yeah, you know, ideally on a month-to-month basis, I'd ideally like about 10 clients. Okay. So as I said, I'm way off.
Yep. So when I talk to client or to coaching clients in particular, what I would say is, like, 10 clients is not a large number of people, and so long term, I look at my website as a place where I would sell my products and services, where I would generate my low maintenance income, where long term I build my profile and my brand and get additional opportunities like book deals and things like that will bring in clients. So now, because people read my books, they become my clients, because then they visit the website for my resources and see that I offer coaching, and then they sign up. But initially, it's very hard to just generate coaching business from a coaching site, because people come to you. There's a lot of coaching sites out there. It's very hard to be found in Google. If they like what you're doing on Facebook or Twitter or anything else, then there's already that connectedness and relatedness there. Yes. And the thing with a coaching business is, it's not like you need 1,000 clients to have a full schedule. So what I usually suggest to people when you're starting out is to hustle those clients from the people that you've already had some sort of communication with. And the first thing I do, and the first thing I did in my coaching business, was to go through my phone book and call every single person I'd ever had a connection with and say, I'm launching my coaching business, and this is what I do. And initially I gave away free sessions, one free session to people, and said, look, I'd really love to work with people who are wanting to start their business, in my case because I'm a business coach, or who want to solve a specific problem. And please keep your ear out for me for anyone who's interested in being part of that. And in my phone book, you know, through the years, I probably had spoken to about 200 or 300 people. So it was a lot of phone calls. And what happens is, over the process of, you know, a few weeks, people will be sitting at a dinner table with one of their friends or a sibling or someone who says, oh, I've got this idea. And they're like, oh, well, I know someone who's giving away a free session and they're just starting out as a business coach. Maybe you should give them a call. And finding 10 clients that way through word of mouth is, I think, a very strong way to launch a coaching business, because although website will give you your long tail customers and And if you're good at what you do and you're good at blogging, you will attract like untold opportunities and income from that if you keep up the website side of things. And everything that's been suggested that I heard, because I just kind of logged into the tail end of that, is exactly spot on. And there's a lot of suggestions that you could do with your site. But in terms of getting those initial 10 clients, paying clients, I would really look to your network first so that you've got that income coming in. Because, yeah, I mean, once you get those 10 clients, your confidence is going to increase. You'll be dealing with a lot of people and a lot of their issues, and therefore you'll be able to blog about the things that your clients, the issues your clients are coming up against, and it all kind of feeds into itself. So yeah, that didn't really answer your question about the web stuff, but that's what I usually tell people who are starting out in coaching.
Yep, no, that's good advice. Thank you.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Serena. Serena rocks, huh? No, so Fiona, no, that's seriously amazing stuff, and Serena really kind of backs up really where I come from as well, which is really about how to establish yourself as an authority within your community. That could be an online community, or that could be, you know, in your local community, both. And there's such a, Serena's just put it nicely, there's such a power in positioning yourself as that authority, whether it's through books or media attention and some other things I want to chat to you briefly about. But you get the clients coming to you.
Yes.
So the way that I position myself within the group that I've set up the I Work in Personal Development group, and I've put my life into it, and I get a lot of my clients from that group, and I don't have to do any marketing anymore, because you position yourself as that authority. So very quickly, Fiona, I think you have a real market in terms of, you know, the work-at-home mums, the mums that have their own businesses, that are trying to work hard to kind of get their business going, but there's a lack of kind of congruency in balance in body, mind, spirit. Would that be right, that you've got a good audience there?
Yeah, definitely.
And so I work through this very process where you put together a landing page. Lots of people offer a free hour, but you know, I don't like doing that because that person isn't invested, they're not committed. So I worked through the process where I created a landing page and I offered an hour for $99, and I very recently converted that through a $450 in an advert, which is exactly your target audience, and converted that into $24,000 in terms of upsell. And I know that you can do the same. You're really hitting that same target market. So separately to this, I'd love to have a one-on-one free consultation with you and just help you through that process. But I think that's where your market is. Secondly, you know, again, joint ventures not joint ventures, but reaching out to similar but non-competing organizations, businesses in your community, you know, gyms. You know, whether it's people that have just signed up, you can offer a free consultation. I know I've just contradicted myself, but you're at a gym and there's real value there. That if you can get in with a gym who have hundreds of people coming through their doors, and you develop that relationship, so then you upsell to you know, people that are in gyms, they have this commitment, they want to see change, especially when they first started. So you can jump in and help them to achieve that change.
Yeah.
And I've worked with clients that have done really well in that way. Secondly, corporations. Again, I've worked with clients who go into corporations who have this wellness approach to their work, to their staff, because of the huge amount of money that's lost because of staff being off, not well, stress. And working with organizations in order to provide a service. You know, it starts a seminar, a session in front of everybody for half a day, and it leads to clients. And that's a real amazing way to really reach out to people and to get those 10 clients on board. And then when it's amazing that you speak to clients. Sorry, you're in a corporate environment and you have a half-day workshop and you're speaking to 30-odd people, and then you awaken this stuff in them about the things they want to change in their life, and then they speak to you privately and then become your clients.
Yeah, right. Cool.
And again, it's a great way to do it. And just to further back up that, whenever you speak to anybody, I want to teach everybody, guys listening, it's really important that you have this product flow, that you have this cheap, which is usually, sorry, your free, which is usually your lead magnet, your opt-in, and then you go for very cheap, expensive. You want to create this place where the time with you is so valuable. And you've built this authority that people want to buy this time with you, because what you're giving away in all these other levels is so valuable that, hell, what is it like to get that time with you? And you've got to meet people at their affordability levels. So for you, Fiona, as well, I would suggest the membership side. And I would start looking at that sort of concept and that idea. People that might not be able to afford time with you, they might be able to afford that one-to-group in a membership level where you've got videos, you've got content, you're helping people grow. But the thing is, I want everybody to understand this, that when you awaken something in somebody's mind, when you challenge them about growth and change, and when you aggravate the problem within them, if you don't provide that solution to their problem, they will plug into somewhere else.
Yep.
You've awakened that problem. If you don't have the solution, they will Google and they will go elsewhere. So you need to have that range of product kind of suite of different levels of affordability, so that people can really plug into your stuff at whatever level is helpful to them. Fiona, does this help?
Absolutely. I'm making lots of notes.
Awesome. And there's also a recording of this too. Do you have any final questions? Anybody in chat, would you like to add some value to Fiona? I know you've all been looking at her site and stuff, so please feel free to contribute. Any final questions, Fiona?
When can we book in a session, Mark?
If you message me on Facebook, and we will have a good conversation about that. But certainly, let's get in and make it happen. Cool?
No. Thank you, and thank you to Serena as well. I really, really appreciate it.
That's cool.
Not a problem. Anything else, Serena, that you'd like to add?
Well, just one thing. I'm just having a look, Fiona, at your blog, and in terms of blog marketing, I mean, there's some basic principles that you could add to your blog that would help with readability, and also help Google understand what your blog is about. And so, like, at the moment, what do you do? What's your process when you write a blog?
Sorry, when I write an entry, you mean? Like,
yeah,
what do you mean exactly?
So say I've got this blog in front of me, which is Why Do You Do It? On your FionaLindsay.com site.
Yeah.
So when you choose a blog post, like, what is your process when you go into writing it and publishing it?
I tend to stick to my basic subject areas. So that would be, wealth, wellness, weight loss, network marketing, and personal development. Those are my kind of specialties. So I make sure that whatever I'm writing about is relevant to at least one, if not more, of those topics.
Okay, cool. So some little tips that I would look at is, firstly, do you do any keyword research when you choose a blog title?
Serena, can I just pause you very quickly?
Sure.
Guys listening, 12 people listening, I want you to get a notebook and write this stuff down. This is gold. Serena is awesome, and it's really amazing content, so please listen and write it down, because it will change each of your businesses. Sorry, Serena, go.
It's all right. I feel embarrassed now. So, yeah, do you do any sort of keyword research when you...
No, I don't. I did mention to Mark at the top of the call that SEO I'm struggling with at the moment. So it's something that I'm trying to research and work my way through. The connection between Google and keywords and all that is still a bit of a mystery to me.
Yeah, and look, I'm not an expert, but I've had to fumble my way through the basics because I don't like I am a free spirit when it comes to writing. So I have a business partner who has taught me the basics so that I can have Google understand what I do, and that's really what SEO is. It's about having Google know what your website or your blog post is about. And so in the very least, what I suggest you do is check out the Keyword Planner. It's a free tool that comes with Google AdWords. And just start playing around. Like, so say for this why do you do it post, like why do you do it it could be why do you do anything. It doesn't have a lot of meaning for Google. So if someone's searching in Google, like why do I do my job, or I don't know, you know, there's many things that could relate to. So try and be a little bit more specific in your titles, so that not only the readers but also Google can instantly relate to what that means. Because basically your title is crucial, because that is what will have someone click or not click to read your post.
Got it.
And likewise, because the same titles come across into Facebook and Twitter and everything else, you know, wherever you do your marketing. So yeah, have your titles be very clear and descriptive. Of course, you've seen the whole sensational, you know, you won't believe what happens next. I mean, that stuff does work. It's very annoying. In general, you want to write for people so that it is exciting for them to click on it, but that they do know what they're going to get. You don't want to disappoint people. So the more clear you are in your titles, the better. And the other things about the readability is people, when they read websites, like small chunks of text. So it's different to, say, a book where you might have, you know, a whole page could be like just 1 or 2 paragraphs. In a blog post, you want to have, I have maximum of 4 lines per paragraph on some of my sites and 3 on other sites. So have small chunks of text. Don't be afraid just to have a few words in a paragraph by itself. It makes your blogs very readable. The other thing that's really important is headings. So with any blog post, a basic formula that works very well, my husband's like an English genius, and he taught me this, and it's completely transformed how I write blogs, is to have an introduction to the blog, which tells you what the blog's going to be about. Write your between 3 and 6 main points, or up to 10 if you've got a really long blog, and have a heading, a clear heading using, I don't know, are you using WordPress? So in WordPress, there are heading styles that are automatically programmed into your theme. So they're on the left-hand side of the edit box. You drop down, you'll have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and so on. Use those, because those are what Google reads first when it comes to your blog post. So it will read your title, it will read the URL, and then it will read those heading styles and go, okay, this is what the blog is about. And then it will look at the keywords, like whether you've used your keywords in your blog post, and so on and so forth. So there's an order of events. And so headings are really important, not only for Google, but also so that your readers can skim read and go, oh, this is what this post is about. Because there are 2 kinds of readers. Some readers will read every single word in a linear fashion. Other readers will skim read, and so they need headers to see what the content is about. If they just look at some of these posts with just lots of blocks of text, it will actually turn off people who are doing web reading. So yeah, break them all out, and I like to full justify my text, but that's just a personal preference. But in general, yeah, break down your paragraphs and add subheaders and headers, and so it's very clear and easy for people to see what all of the content is about. Sorry, little.
I think I'm having serious technical issues here. Group.